Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name's Richard, still sitting here with no pants and hopefully making plenty of profits. And I've been traveling a lot recently, and something's kind of slipped in my mind that's been going on. And I just got an email to check out week number 3 of Sweater's Barnburner. Some of you might go, what is that? Now, it's something I've voted in, I've participated in the past 2 weeks. The past 2 weeks. Now we're going to the third week, and I got the winners right, all of them now. There's two options here. Either I'm the only one that's voting, or I'm able to pick the winner before they become winners, or maybe it's just a natural fit. So this week, before I open up the barn burner or anything like that, we're gonna do it together. Now this is not going to be a deep dive on every single company that's in the barn burner. We'll talk about what the barn burner is in a minute, but it's just gonna be kind of surface level. Which ones I like, which ones I don't. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna vote. I'm going to show you how that all works. So let's do it. So what is the barn burner, first of all? Well, the barn burner is something that's being done by Sweater, kind of like a Shark Tank meets, kind of like a Shark Tank, realistically. It's a whole bunch of companies meeting together. Shark Tank meets American Idol. It's a bit of a popularity contest. I did not originally want to make content for this because when I learned about this and I originally reached out to Sweater, I was like, hey guys, I have a lot of Sweater shares. You'll see I have 1,241 shares at an average share value of Sweater of $20.59. I said, shouldn't the people with the most shares get more votes? Then it's not a popularity contest. It's actually a voting of your money, because whoever wins this is going to get $500,000 investment in cash from Sweater and some other companies. They hadn't really thought it through that much, and that's why I hadn't thought it through so much to do a video on it. But I've gotten the choices right the past 2 weeks, so I figure let's go ahead and do it. So let's watch Sweater's promo for the barn burner, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at this new set of companies. We'll talk about the different categories and everything for the new companies. But this is the Sweater barn burner.
Here at Sweater, we've already changed the game by allowing anyone, not just the super rich, to invest in venture capital through our easy-to-use app.
And now we're aiming to shake things up once again with the Sweater Barn Burner Pitch Competition.
Founders, this one's for you. A chance to win a $500,000 investment in your startup. We're inviting startups from all over the country to pitch their world-changing ideas. Being a founder, it takes guts, it takes skill, hard work, and a dash of good luck to be successful. At Sweater, we believe in you, and we want you to win.
Here's what's gonna happen, people. You founders are gonna invite fans from across your network to vote for your company's chance to compete for a $500,000 investment. After rounds of voting thin out the competition, the top 5 of you will pitch your company to seasoned VCs and the entire Sweater community, all broadcast live on the web. The judges are gonna choose the best pitch as the winner of the grand prize, a cool $500,000 for your startup. And even if you don't win the grand prize, you're still fighting to be seen and heard by tens of thousands of founders and customers.
Let's see if you can take the heat and pitch your idea in front of the whole world for your chance to earn a $500,000 investment. And for all of you voting from home, get ready, because this is gonna be a barn burner!
I do love Sweater's advertising, and Jesse has been on the channel before, the guy in the suit, done an interview, and he's gone from no pants to been on Fox Business and all that. So I've not opened this week. This is week 3 of the barn burner. Like I said, I was traveling by chance, happened to pick the winners in each category the past 2 weeks. So I figured, let's do week 3 and let's see where we go. So we're going to go ahead, and it is in the Sweater app. Now, you do have to have the Sweater app downloaded to do it. You don't have to have a huge investment in the Sweater app. I think you just do it like $50, or I don't know if you need any money in the Sweater app, but you get to see all these different companies. You get to see pitches from all these different companies, and we shouldn't be in round 2. We should be in round 3. So let's see if we're in round 3. Barn burner round 2. No. Let's see. These are, let me make sure these are different companies. B2B tech. Hold up. I remember the consumer tech. Yeah, no, these are new companies. So it might be labeled a little bit, but these are definitely new companies. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these companies, and what you do is you get to vote for one company in each category. So if we click right here, we've got business to business tech, consumer tech, CPG is consumer products, packaged goods, other, and wild card. It's kind of interesting that there's an other and a wild card. Yeah, I think should be other or wild card, but you know what? More people competing is a good thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 30 seconds on each pitch. We're going to listen to the pitch. Hopefully it translates over, and then we might do a little more digging if we're like, what the heck does this company do? This will not be deep dives. This is going to be very surface level, but let's take a look. Allspring is changing how managers and employees. Now, this is business to business tech, so it's going to be boring if you're a consumer, but really exciting if you understand software as a service or anything that's a business selling to another business. Allspring is changing how managers help employees. Managers allocate 9% of their time to developing their direct reports. Even the majority of employees do not find managers' feedback helpful. It's a learning and development project. Let's hear a little bit of the pitch here. Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, my name is Erin Rowe and I'm the founder and CEO of Allspring. We're typically selling to heads of sales and heads of sales enablement. And what they love about Allspring is that we're saving their frontline managers 3 to 4 hours a week per employee that they're managing. And we do it because we're telling them what their employee needs coaching on, we give them the content to do it, and then we help track their progress along the way. A manager has said they now feel like they can delegate more and they're actually focused on even more business critical priorities that the company needs.
All right, so learning and development software is what the first one is. It's a learning and development software. Again, we're not digging into every single one of these. Huh? We're not going to be digging into every single one of these. Let's just see what is going on with my app right now. Let me try sweater. Yeah, so we're not going to dig into every single one of them, but it's an L&D or learning and development software. Let's jump back to our voting. Jump back to what we're looking at. Okay. So, business to business tech, L&D software. The next one is called Flight. Flight provides the resources for sales reps need to increase their win rate. So, let's listen to the pitch for Flight.
Only 4% of leads convert to customers because sales reps don't have the right resources. Every day, they talk to new customers with distinct needs. Take a Prius, for example. A family cares more about safety, while an Uber driver cares more about reliability. To win, every customer needs to be approached differently. Flight is an AI-powered solution that empowers sellers to have impactful conversations with tailored messaging, insights, and sales assets that close deals.
Now, just on the surface, that's the one I'm most interested in right now. Just on a surface level, that's like, yep, I'm most interested in that one. Out of the first two, let's be honest. Kind of an interesting one. Let's look at ProMatch.
20 million students go to college in the US. Most have no idea what they want to do, which leads to a 50% chance they'll end up underemployed and saddled with student loan debt they can't pay off. Students love our app because it navigates them to their ideal end destination, the modern careers and companies they want to work for. Our app helps them become more hireable for their target companies. Companies love our platform because we brought university recruiting into the digital age, making it easier to pre-skill and hire Gen Z from 1,000 schools from one simple platform.
Interesting. I actually kind of like that one the best of the three right now. See if I can decide. Here's our next one.
Companies are struggling to get employees back to the office, mostly because people don't want to commute anymore. Radius is a B2B marketplace that outfits residential properties with workplace amenities and offers them up for company meetings and collaborative work rented by the day. Companies love Radius because their teams can now work together close to home and without having to sign a long lease. And our hosts who own these properties, well, they love us because we give them an easy way to monetize underutilized space. It's basically free money for them.
Ooh, Airbnb for co-working. I like that one. Votetegrity. We're just going to listen to the videos now, and then we'll go back and we'll read the one that we really like. So this is Votetegrity.
We are all exhausted with the emotional roller coaster that can come with elections. We can make our biggest purchases any way we choose. It is time we get to vote with that same level of trust and flexibility. Votegrity is going to bring the ballot box to the voter to increase accessibility, maximize turnout, and guarantee every voter is counted as intended through cryptography. We start with the 40 million in homeowner associations and expand out from there to bring voting into the current century. Give us your vote to help modernize democracy.
Yeah, that's a sticky subject. I don't know that I really want to play around in voting software on the blockchain. I don't know. It's more secure. It's where all that's really going. But I don't know if I'm one that really wants to invest in voting software on the blockchain. So I'll tell you, out of those first 5, just surface level, because again, a lot of this is designed to be surface level. Out of those first 5, I'm gonna go with Radius, which is like an Airbnb, but for businesses to hold in-person meetings. Interesting concept there. Number one barrier to returning to office is the commute. Yeah, it is. So we're bringing the office to your neighborhood instead. Radius is a B2B marketplace that outfits residential properties with work amenities and offers them up for company meetings and collateral work rented by the day. While we work in other co-working companies, this is really cool. This is actually really cool, really unique. Love it. That has my vote is Radius. The problem is we're only in 1 of 5 categories. So let's do the rest. Let's talk through it, but Radius is the one I like right now. Next up to consumer tech. It's kind of interesting because you're hearing the mind of how someone's approaching these elevator pitches. So the next one is consumer tech. We're just going to watch the videos because it's too much to read the descriptions and watch the videos, but we'll read the description of the winner and make sure there's nothing we absolutely hate there.
FitMeReach is the all-in-one platform that allows students to easily search and find their workout partners through sports and fitness. Our community members love what we're doing because our easy-to-use app unlocks the ability to have a much wider reach and access to far more individuals than ever before. At FitMeReach, we're on a mission to revolutionize sports networking and bring your sports community within reach.
Okay. That's kind of like a partnering app. I've seen a lot of those before with tennis and finding a tennis partner, all that. So, not gonna lie, nothing super unique I'm seeing there. No insults to the founders. I'm just talking through as I'm seeing these things. Grasby. Where did I get cowboy from? Grasby Mowers.
I'm Max Klein, founder of Grasby, the completely wireless robot mowing solution. I designed this product to save you time and money while still enjoying the satisfaction of a fresh cut yard.
Robot mowing is a great idea. It's been around for a long time, but why don't you see robot mowers everywhere today? Grasby will lead the wave of robot mower adoption because it is easy to use and set up.
Grasby doesn't need wires buried in the ground or satellite antennas hung on your roof. This is what robot mowers in the market use today, and it's why they aren't beating traditional mowing solutions.
Ooh, I do like that one. I like tech. I do say there are a lot of companies that are already doing this, though. So, since there's a lot of companies that are already doing this, this might take me a little bit more, and for some reason, when I'm sharing the screen, it might take me a little bit more convincing because, like I said, I think there's a lot of companies that are already doing this in the space. I've seen a lot of these. I've never seen them actually out. I've never seen my neighbors actually mowing the lawn that way. But, we're not B2B tech. We are on consumer tech. Next up is Monocle, which is like what an old guy wears at Monopoly.
Human connection is so critical to a positive reading experience that two-thirds of avid readers use social media just to connect with each other. Unfortunately, research has proven how destructive these platforms can be, causing the very opposite of what we hope to gain from reading a great book. Monocle is a social e-reader that is transforming reading into a community-focused experience through shared notes within any book. So no more pausing, switching apps, or putting the book down to connect with others.
Interesting, just not my cup of tea. One song, okay. Let's take a look at this one. octet.ai.
Welcome to Octet. Hundreds of homeowners were asked if having a true estimate of materials and labor would be helpful before working with contractors, and 97.4% said yes. Octet.ai puts the power back into the hands of the homeowner with the help of artificial intelligence. Accurate estimates and actionable project insights are generated in seconds, helping you to know the cost upfront so you're not overcharged in the end, and allowing our team to become the homeowner's choice.
Ooh, I like that. Now, full disclosure, I did work in the consumer construction industry before, so I know that market really well, and I like AI, I like all that. I have to say there's a lot of buzzwords there. Not as much content, it's buzzwords, estimate, automatic, stuff like that. And my background working in that kind of stuff before, that's almost a B2B tech, though. It almost doesn't really belong there. But let's look at the last one, which is stop afterlife. Does that mean you don't die? I'm confused. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at stop afterlife.
We're Steps After Life, and we're revolutionizing the way families resolve afterlife matters. Beyond the funeral, there's so much to do. We unburden families, saving them time, money, and frustration by settling all their outstanding affairs in legal matters through our safe online platform and a personal concierge to manage each unique case. With over 3 million deaths a year in the U.S., there's a sea of overwhelmed families. Let us help support you and your loved ones. We're Steps After Life, here for
Steps After Life, not Stop Afterlife. But I do like something about this. If you are sweater familiar, which I am very sweater familiar, this looks like a great addition to the sweater portfolio, along with one of the first companies announced for sweater, which is after.com, which is a kind of a casket subscription service. It's kind of dark to say. They only operate in a couple of states, but you know what? Out of all of those, I'm not going to lie, the one that I think makes the best fit for sweater is the Steps After Life. Steps After Life vision is to help support millions of families change the way they handle the death of a loved one while saving time, money, stress. Steps After Life team provides management services and tools. Secure platform connects families with licensed professionals. You know what? I mean, we take a step back, if you will, for a minute, and tell me that this does not work absolutely perfect with after.com. Yeah. Operating in, they added a third state. So now they're operating in Colorado, which is where Sweater's based out of. Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. This is a match made in heaven. I love it. One of the first companies, I think probably the first company I talked about in the sweater portfolio. Love it. Yeah, that Steps After Life is gonna win that because it's a great fit and it seems pretty unique overall. Let's take a look at, let's take a look at the next section. So we've got our winners of B2B Tech, which is, let's just take a look again. Our winner in B2B Tech was this one that is kind of an Airbnb for businesses to rent out homes so people don't have to deal with traffic. Again, we're going very, very high level, so don't think we're going into all the financials and everything like that. But second, we've got Steps After Life, not Step After Life. Steps After Life. Well, let's go ahead and let's go to the next section. We're going to go through each one because I'm going to do this on my own anyway. I'm generally going to do it on the toilet, so I figure might as well have you follow along, see if you agree. CPG, consumer packaged goods. So these are packaged goods you get to consumers at the end of the day, as people would generally call them, inventions. So inventions are products that sell to the end user. So let's take a look here. It's women's shoes. I can't say much more than that. I'm not one of those that collects women's shoes, so probably not for me. Could be for other people, but oh god. Asical, which I just see. Okay, give birth vaginally every year in the U.S. Okay, nothing to do but play.
Over 4 million women give birth vaginally every year in the US, and between 70 and 95% of us will experience tearing in our vaginal and perineal area. When I had my kids, I was disgusted by the DIY ice packs that hospitals recommend, which are messy and create a ton of waste. Moms deserve better. So I created the Asical, a patent-pending, reusable, cold-warm compress designed for women to relieve pain from tearing, hemorrhoids, anal fissures, and other lovely childbirth pain points. Postpartum health is a $2.2 billion market, and our viral-ready CPG product is perfect for our target demographic of millennial, Gen Z, and younger women preparing for baby. We're raising $1.2 million to bring the Asical to market because women's asses deserve better.
All right, that's funny. I mean, funny and serious at the same time. So far, I like Asical, but you notice as we scroll down these lists, it's the first time I'm ever looking at it. It's just, okay. Ooh, is that beer? Ooh, I like beer though. We go from women's shoes to things to prevent anal fissures to beer. So let's take a look at the beer.
Over 50% of the population is actively trying to reduce their alcohol consumption. However, they are left with limited options, often having to choose between sugary drinks, sparkling waters, or terrible tasting non-alcoholic beverages. Groovy has changed that forever. Using new technology, we produce incredible non-alcoholic beers and wines. And that's not just me saying that. Our beer was recently awarded the gold medal at the World Cup of Beer. Tasting is believing, so use the code SWEATER to give Groovy a try on our website and see why we've become one of the fastest growing brands in this space.
All right, now non-alcoholic beer seems a little sacrilegious to me. I like beer with alcohol in it, but yeah, that's a thing. Let's see, IGC, In Good Company.
Top 3 reasons people are obsessed with In Good Company. Let's go. First, get unparalleled access to the hottest chefs of today. Our hyper-curated roster of partners range from secret pop-ups through to Michelin-starred chefs. Number 2, our food is damn delicious. Whether it's a 7-layer lasagna or a Oaxacan chicken mole, our ever-changing lineup of products are made for foodies by foodies. And number 3, zero waste, zero guilt. A 100% circular reuse and return model is plastic-free and totally zero waste. And that's why people love eating In Good Company.
Interesting. So it's like a food delivery service. Okay. Oh. Now let's see this last one, which is I don't really know. It just says it's the water machine. I guess it makes water.
Hi, I'm Dave Trujillo with the Water Machine, the world's first all-glass, gravity-fed countertop water purifier that removes viruses, pathogens, bacteria, heavy metals, chlorine, and fluoride from your drinking water. Why is this compelling to my customers? Because it gives them peace of mind their drinking water is safe. Why vote for me? This is my destiny. I was born on World Water Day, and I have a passion for helping people.
Oh, I like that one. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of review. We got the Water Machine. We got In Good Company. We got Groovy. All right. I like Asical. She took a risk. It's an interesting market. I hate the idea of non-alcoholic beer. I'm sorry. I absolutely hate that idea. It should never exist. Sorry. It's the truth. You know, I'm gonna have to give it in this category to the most unique one, which is Asical. I don't know that market very well. I don't know, but everyone's getting, well, even though birth rates are declining, let's be honest, but people get pregnant all the time. It's a way of life, and Asical is a special ice pack for your ass. Pickle. All right, other. We got some in here. Ooh. Electric vehicle charging. Now, I have an electric F-150. Let's take a look. So we have moved on to the next category. We'll go over this at the end, but we're in the other category, which is different than wildcard, I guess. But here we go. Let's take a look at this one. Aeon Charge.
Imagine if you are driving to a conference in Seattle in your luxury Lucid. You can find charging stations across different network operators with the in-vehicle navigation system. Check if the charger is currently available and start the charging session just by plugging in the charger. No additional accounts needed, not even an Aeon Charge account. That is the future that we are building to make a seamless EV charging experience for everyone.
Interesting. I'm not really sure what's unique here or what they're doing that's unique, but I mean, what he has said is something that is the holy grail, is being able to just go like a gas station to an EV charger, or get your best charger, get everything like that. I am the primary market here. I am the primary person, I'm in the primary market of what they're doing and what they're looking for. I'm just trying to see seamless EV charging. They partner with automakers and charging networks. 2 out of 10 EV chargers, yep. So this is something that the car manufacturers already have, but I guess what it's doing is it's kind of like a middleman between all the car manufacturers and all the chargers, so it's an interesting concept. Aeon Charge. All right, Novel. This looks like a company that's been around for like 50 years. It also, literally, it just screams Theranos. I'm sorry if you made this thumbnail. And you're a founder, I'm gonna tag all the companies here. If you're a founder, just fix that thumbnail, because that looks like Theranos, and ain't nobody want to be compared to Theranos.
Novel Micro Devices is developing a portable, affordable device that tests for infectious diseases, providing accurate PCR results in under 15 minutes. This means that you no longer have to wait days for PCR test results from a lab. Novel enables PCR testing to be performed at the doctor's office, pharmacy, schools, or even your own home. Our design is affordable, making it accessible to the widest possible range of users. Be confident with accurate, rapid, and affordable PCR tests delivered by the Novel DX platform.
I'm just gonna say no. Number one, it looks like Theranos. Number two, the thing that happened for a few years, that's over. We don't need more Theranos looking stuff to be in that. Out of all these 20 companies we've looked at so far, that's probably the one I hate the most so far. Sorry, seriously, don't make it look like Theranos. Planted materials. This guy looks pretty cool. Recycle organic waste into raw materials. Again, we're doing very surface level, but let's take a look.
Hi, my name's Noah.
Hi, I'm Craig.
It's gonna be a long night.
Okay, interesting. Not really sure what they do. Manufacture renewable materials. I like that one. Very unique, very green. We got ultrasound AI and urban farms. So let's take a look at these last two here. Ultrasound AI.
About half the time that a baby comes early, there's no other reason to suspect that it was going to happen. The really cool thing is that if we could really have a way of knowing which babies are going to come early, we can do a lot. And so that's really the mission for Ultrasound AI. This is an artificial intelligence application. You start with a bunch of babies that you have images for, show them to a computer, and you teach the computer to look for it, and you tell them which of these babies came early and which ones came later. The artificial intelligence.
It's actually interesting that this pitch is longer than any other pitches here. Everyone else has said 30 seconds, and this is literally 53 seconds.
About half the time that a baby comes early, there's no other reason to suspect that it was going to happen. The really cool thing is that if we could really have a way of knowing which babies are going to come early, we can do a lot. And so that's really the mission for Ultrasound AI. This is an artificial intelligence application. You start with a bunch of babies that you have images for, show them to a computer, and you teach the computer to look for it, and you tell them which of these babies came early and which ones came later. The artificial intelligence is essentially the computer, with the guidance of humans, seeing into those ultrasound images and determining what the indications are, what sorts of things do we see in an image that actually are well correlated with early delivery. And so we're really excited to take the data science, which has made this possible, and turn it into a product that just about anybody could use.
Interesting. Interesting conceptual. Correlation is not causation, could be something there. Causation, correlation is not causation. Could be a scenario there. They could be looking at things that don't really exist. I don't want to make that claim, but could be. Let's take a look at the last one here. This is Urban Farms.
Even though vertical farming has so many benefits to local communities, the labor costs are hampering the industry's ability to be profitable. We've developed a proprietary robotic system that does seeding, transplanting, harvesting, and even palletizing the produce so that it's ready to be delivered. Urban Farms is revolutionizing vertical farming. A vote for Urban Farms is a vote for healthy, pesticide-free, local produce.
Ooh, I like Urban Farms. Now, I am a fan of Living with the Land at Epcot, which is a little boat ride, which goes through the different types of farming. And not gonna lie, out of all those, make sure I got it to the end of the list, but out of all those, I really, really like the Urban Farms there. Yeah. Again, this is Barnburner round 3. But yeah, I have to say, out of Aeon Charge, because I'm not really sure what they're doing. They didn't do a great job explaining their unique selling proposition. But Urban Farms is my winner in the other category. And we've got one more category to go. If we do get a lot of views on this video, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to reach out to some of these companies, the winners, the losers, and kind of see if they want to talk about their company a little bit more, because that's pretty cool. But let's take a look at the wild card. So we got some wild card companies right now. We got 5 wild card companies, and then we're going to go back over. We'll talk about who we voted for in each of the other ones. This is a long video, but this is me thinking live. If you like this, we'll do this week 4. We'll do this week 5. We'll do the different weeks of the competition.
Hi, my name is Tinogo. After 20 years of sending jobs overseas, Baru is reversing that trend. Baru is a United States shared economy marketplace for underused manufacturing robotics. We're helping local businesses earn more revenues with their underused production machines, and we're also creating jobs in our hometowns as those machines get used more and more. In May, we're delivering $400,000 of high-quality custom cabinetry to apartments in Memphis for less than IKEA.
Interesting. So it's kind of a U.S. version of a manufacturing in the U.S. Kind of interesting, U.S. manufacturing. Something you don't see that much anymore. And I think the idea is, again, we have 30 seconds to judge it, but I think the idea is to use unused robots that are going unused in factories in the U.S. to do that job. Let's take a look at the next wildcard company, which is FarmShare.
We all love farmers markets for the unparalleled food quality, transparency, and meaningful connection to where our food is coming from. But unless you live close to a farm or can make it to the seasonal farmers market, it's hard to buy food straight from the source. So we created FarmShare, an online farmers market connecting consumers nationwide directly with independent farmers, fishers, and ranchers who are producing regenerative and responsible food. With 2-day nationwide shipping, everyone can trust where their food is coming from and shake the hand that feeds them on FarmShare.
Isn't that just farmers only? No, I'm kidding. That's an interesting one. Out of those two, it's a hard call right now.
My name's Kenny Rose, and I'm the founder and CEO of FranShares, the first passive franchise investing platform. With almost 40,000 people on our waitlist, I actually sought to find out what makes them so passionate about what we're doing and spoke with over 600 of them one-on-one. Besides a perfect founder market fit, they love the fact that this is a real asset you can invest in that are tangible and in your neighborhood. You can earn passive income, diversify from the stock market, and hedge against inflation. It's finally time for an investment that makes sense to people.
Ooh, Richie likes that one. Franchise, buying shares of a franchise. Again, at least we're looking at the surface level. Franchise, buying shares of a franchise. On the surface level, that's what it's coming out to me as. And, you know, that does kind of belong in the wild card category. I don't want to read, just so I know exactly what that company's doing. Franchise, the first franchise investment platform, allows anyone to earn passive income. Yeah. You can invest in a portfolio of franchises for as little as $500. Deep franchise experience. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's unique. Okay. That looks like a dirty startup, but Phalix? Oh no, it's data security. I thought it was Phalix. Let's take a look right now.
Data is the lifeblood of our digital world, but it's often overwhelming to protect it. Phalanx is built for humans, so our security doesn't stand in the way of productivity. Our users love having a platform that both protects them and fits right in their regular workday. Phalanx is your mission command center for secure access control. We combine security with a central dashboard, so you always know everything about your data where you're already working, like your desktop, Google Drive, Outlook emails, and more. At Phalanx, we believe security shouldn't be a barrier to productivity.
I'm not seeing anything super unique there. We've got one more left.
I'm Allie Egan, the founder and CEO of Veracity, and these are the top 5 reasons why we're so compelling. 1, our test gives women the answers they deserve to rebalance their hormones and look and feel their best. 2, it's easy. All you have to do is spit in this tube. 3, our products work. 85% of people see results within as little as 2 weeks. 4, our products are safe, verified endocrine disruptor free. And 5, we've created a brand that makes you excited about investing in yourself and your health.
I'm not sure exactly what that does. Hormonal imbalance, root cause of all beauty and health issues, hormonal health, vertically including at-home testing, personalized insights, clinically effective, safe products. So this is very much like a Windley, like a Parallel Health with the, at-home, spit in a jar kind of thing. Ooh. Okay, this is a tough one. It's kind of between this one, which is kind of already on brand, and this one, which is kind of which is on brand too, franchise shares. I like franchise. I'm a finance guy. I like money. I like those things like that. Again, I'm more in the finance space. So franchise, I think, would fit really, really well with another one of these sweater companies that Nada. I'll show it to you real quick. I think franchise would fit very, very well with Nada, which is letting you buy real estate kind of fractionally that's already in the portfolio for sweater. Come on, Nada. Come on, Nada. Tell me I'm not crazy. Yeah, Nada kind of lets you do what they're doing with franchises, lets you do that with real estate. So kind of another one I'm going to put in the basket because it kind of works with what's already there. And those two are really, I'm gonna give it a toss up. I'm not going to decide that one right now, but let's go over just so you can kind of see business to business tech. My winner in business to business tech was Radius, which is like an Airbnb for businesses because people hate commuting. So if you can go in a local neighborhood where someone is, get a house, get 5-6 coworkers together once a week, really unique, could be bought out very easily by someone like a WeWork or something like that. So I do like that one. So that is the first one in B2B tech. In consumer tech, we went with this guy right here, Steps After Life, because it really does work along with after.com, which is already in the sweater portfolio. And I think those two can work beautifully together. So kind of like Mr. Wonderful in Shark Tank, you want a basket of products that work well together. I think that is a very good basket of products that work well together. CPG, consumer packaged goods. I don't understand ladies' shoes. I'm just removing that. I'm sorry. Asical. It's so unique. It's got a unique name. It's got a unique reason. I can never buy alcohol-free beer because I don't understand why you want alcohol-free beer. In Good Company is interesting, but there's already too many people in that market. And the water machine is literally, these things exist already. They're just not made of glass. That's the truth. As far as I see it, they exist already. He didn't give enough of a thing. Other, Aeon Charge. Something I'd love to look into, but didn't really get through. That's Theranos. That's Elizabeth Holmes right there. No, bad. Planted Materials, interesting. Don't really understand what they're doing in the end of the day. Ultrasound may or may not work because it's using those artificial models. But urban farms, like I said, I've been to Epcot a lot of times before. I've gone on the Living with the Land ride, and I've never seen it tended by robots. And they're saying, it's hard to get humans to tend it. To have robots attend that, beautiful. Love it. And for the wild card, Baru. It's bringing manufacturing back to the U.S., insourcing instead of outsourcing. Farm share, it's like farmers only, but no, it's for farmers markets online. Fran shares, probably my favorite of the ones in this category, but I'm gonna half split it. This is the only one I'm gonna give a split vote to. But I do think this belongs with Nada, in the same bucket of stuff. So Fran shares I like. This one makes no sense. Command center, seamless security, payer, central dashboard. Buzzwords, and Veracity is kind of an interesting one because it belongs with Windley in a at-home health service that other people can't do. That's my thoughts on the wild card. So I like, and this last one, I like Veracity, and I like Fran shares. Between you and me, I'm going to vote for Fran shares, but those two are both awesome. If your company was in this video and you want to come on this channel and you want to promote it, I am more than welcome to have you on board. And even if it's not one of the ones I liked, even Theranos. Sorry, I'm going to call it Theranos because that's what the picture looked like, and we're done with testing for those things. If you like this, give a thumbs up, give a comment below, like and subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to do this for week 4 or other things like that, but I want to do that overview because I'm going to do this myself. And yes, I've gone 40 minutes going an overview of 25 companies, so I think that's a pretty good average of like 1 to 2 minutes per company. So yeah. This was a look at Barnburner Week 3 from Sweater Ventures, and maybe we'll do Week 4 next week if this gets enough use. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, still sitting here wearing no pants and reminding you that when you wear no pants, you've only got one thing left to lose. And I think we all know what that is. It's your shirt. I'll see you around for Week 4 of the Barnburner if there is one, but you've seen my recommendations for Week 3, and now when I'm right in the end of the day, you can go, he told me before the voting was completed. Have a great one. Bye!